I joined volunteers. Then I gave my hand to the people who to the needy people. So I can I can I can learn from something from them too, and also it's give me a big pleasure. So therefore I always try to help others.
Okay, great. Your last question is, many people only look out for themselves and never think about helping others. What do
Or
you think about this attitude?
sorry, this bikers
This question is
distract me.
this question is very long as well. It's a great problem. I'm repeating again for you. Many people only look out for themselves and never think about helping others. What do you think about of this attitude?
About this aspect, I would say that they are impolite. They are not they are not so extrovert. They just think about themselves. I can refer them as like selfish. They don't want to interfere in other people's life. Just they want to roll their own way. So that is the my opinion. And there is a second opinion I want to share with you, that they don't want to make some conflict, or don't want to bring some obstacle in the normal people life. So that can be the genuine reason from my side.
Okay, this is all about your part 3 question.
All right. What do you prefer? Part 2, 3, 4, 1? I mean 1, 2, 3.
Anyone, you can
Anyone?
ask.
Okay,
Right.
I think long time you haven't get practice, so
Exactly.
I prefer
Exactly.
to ask you about part 1.
Part 1. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so I will ask you about the sleep. No, the agenda is sleeping.
Okay.
How many hours you sleep every day?
It's a great question for me because I love to sleep well always. I'm a great fan of sleep. Usually, I sleep for approximately 6 to 7 hours normally, but whenever I get time, a day off or any vacation, I prefer to sleep longer time as much as I can.
Is it necessary to take a nap every day?
Absolutely, I think it's it's very crucial for human being, because whenever people uh, used to work for hours and hours and restlessly, at that moment basically brain become tired, and it needs some break or some nap. And I think nap is a great thing to uh, reorganize the brain activity. Uh, as a result, people can feels better whenever they get tired.
Do old people sleep a lot? Why?
It's a controversial question because some older people have some difficulties of physical issues. Someone have a problem of insomnia, so they cannot sleep well, and some other older people who sleep more than the regular old peoples. So basically it depends, and it can vary person to person.
What time you usually go to the bed?
uh, Regularly I used to go to my bed approximately 11, not 11, I'm sorry, 12:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. And whenever I have no work or no pressure for any tasks at that moment, uh, I used to go to bed in late, maybe at midnight or more later, and wake up early in the morning.
The last question is, do you always have a good sleep?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, that I love to sleep well. So whenever I go to bed, very within very few minutes, I go to the sorry. Usually, I there take a little time to sleep, and more often I sometimes there is a little problem of my sleep, but usually I used to sleep very soundly.
Yes, so that was from my side. I just want to point out one thing that you say regularly used to. I
Right.
really,
Yes, yes.
oh,
Basically, at that moment, I also recognize
I
or
thought,
realize that it's repetitively come to my
yeah,
lips,
but I thought maybe
but
okay, it was a mistake.
I can't control it. Okay.
Yeah, but it was the I thought that maybe you make mistake, okay, but you lately, realize for sure. But again, you repeated again that mistake that I used to go to sleep like late night. I don't know what you say, and I wake up early. So there also you try to talk about normal life, like routine life, right?
Exactly.
So used to, I
I'm
think,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please give me a moment. Please continue.
I mean, I don't know maybe, but as far as I know about used to how to use, that is referred to past, like you had habit, maybe
Okay.
Rita
Yes,
may want to explain us
I got your point. I got your point. Easily, I know the rules, but whenever
about it. I know
continuously speaking at that moment, some wrong words come to the
exactly. It's like, but sometimes we don't have ideas, so this we all do also many mistakes.
whenever we searching for some ideas, but it not comes to my lips at that moment. Basically, some repetitive words comes again and again. Okay.
Mm. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Okay, it's
It
normal.
indicates that I'm not. It indicates that I'm not totally prepared for today.
That's
Exactly.
true. That's true. Because it's also not native language, so we often find difficulties to speak.
But one positive thing of mine is I'm not very embarrassed to face these kind of difficulties, because I know it's very normal, natural. It would be, and by the time it will be okay.
No, it's good. So I,
Actually, it's the best way to improve, Just try to speak comfortably, even if you make mistakes. Because if you hold back to speak, thinking that you make mistakes, you won't improve at all, because then you won't speak. You
Right.
kind of like say, oh, I make mistakes all the time. It's better that I just keep quiet. So just speak up, and it's your practice. Plus, your speech organs will have exercise,
Exactly.
because all the time you are speaking your own language, right? So your speech organs are, um,
Habituated.
yeah, are having this habit to just do those words. But when you try to speak English, even if you make mistakes, at least the words that you speak have an impact on your other speech organs. So that's still that's still very beneficial, even though we make mistakes. And like you said, Tahera, that's how when you hear yourself, for example, you review your speaking, and then you notice that you make mistakes here and there, then the next time you will correct those, right?
Exactly.
Okay, nice. So, and even better when someone would point that out to you, because sometimes we don't really notice because of so many things that we want to for example, we like the speaking of part one, answering part one questions, we maybe notice our answers in the third question that we made mistakes, but then we overlooked the ones that the mistakes that we made in your first question. But when someone would point that out to you, then that's the time when, oh yeah, I didn't realize that. Right?
Great.
Okay. Now you had, okay, both of you had already your questions. We can actually, oh, Anup, I just wanted to message you if you can wear something with sleeves, if that's okay. Because I asked you if you, okay, let me message you. Like me, I have this and I don't want to show that, so I cover myself with this little thing. So I messaged you and you are muted. Okay, Sooraj. Now, if it's okay with you guys, I can also participate with answering questions. If one of you can give me questions, whether it's part one or part three.
I would like to ask you some questions, if you
Okay.
don't mind.
No, as long as it's IELTS. Just
Of course, I will ask about the question related to
IELTS. Oh, good job, Anup. Okay, let's.
Kindly allow me just a few seconds. I have to go to my kitchen. Okay.
Okay,
Just
sure,
okay.
sure, Tahera, anytime.
Okay, please.
Okay, good. Okay, Anup, you look really good with your sports shirt. It's a jersey, right? What team are you? I'm not sure what are the teams in your country. You have to unmute, Anup.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay. I want to ask Sooraj. So I'll take the next chance. We'll take Anup first to answer questions, if that's okay. Sooraj, is that okay if you
Yes,
give questions
fine.
to Anup?
Okay, ma'am. So shall I first begin or Mr. Suraj?
Sooraj will give you questions, and then the next, after that, I want to answer some questions too for IELTS.
Thank you. I'm here.
Okay. So Tahera, after them, can you give me questions, or Sooraj and you? We can start from part one, part two, part three. Also, you guys, you can have your other parts. Let's say part two, maybe cue card, and then we'll finish up.
Okay. I have a lot of questions.
Okay. So I start?
Yes, please.
Okay, brother.
For Anup.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do people like to do while waiting in a line?
Can you repeat again, bro?
What do people like to do while waiting in a line?
People generally, that's controversial type of question. It depends on people whether some of them might like to scroll in their Facebook feed and chat feeds, and some might read magazines or certain types of their as per their hobbies. That varies according to people, in my opinion.
Yeah. Do people in your country like to travel abroad?
Yeah, probably they are fond of traveling to abroad because there are various types of opportunities, and not just because of opportunities, but also they can have better education and better lifestyle than in my country because it's poorer country and it doesn't really offer them a good opportunity right now because of political instability in my country.
Okay.
So they
Who
prefer.
prefer traveling abroad, the youngsters or old generation?
Uh, Maximum are of youngster nowadays because in our society there has been one type of culture to let their child go away from them, even they are far away from their parents, but they didn't really seem to care about their children because of lack of opportunities and appropriate colleges and study in my country. There is no enough courses, so they prefer to move abroad for their further study and um, on and learn at the same time. That's why they prefer to have their career ahead in their abroad countries.
Do people take gifts when they visit each other?
That also depends on people and their personal opinion in my view because when they arrive at their friends any wedding ceremony or any type of birthday, they prefer to you know give them certain types of gift, and when they just visit each other casually, they don't prefer to share gifts and different stuffs in my country.
And so that was question from my side.
Okay. A moment. Okay. So who wants to give me questions that I can answer?
If there is no one, then I can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, Sooraj.
No, I mean, if there is someone who gonna ask you question, of course,
Oh,
I want.
let's ask Tahera. Tahera, do you have questions ready?
Yes, I have lots of questions.
Okay,
Ma'am is perfect in,
let's
so we just need to have practice, but ma'am is perfect in ourselves. So
yeah,
it's obvious that
okay, let's have it.
Okay. I want to ask you about part 3 question, and the topic is advice giving.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see.
Have your parents given you much advice?
Oh, yes, absolutely. My parents, they would tell me that I should not uh, hang out with peers that don't do good things. For example, if they do drugs, well, in my time there was not doing drugs was not prevalent yet, but yeah, my parents, they would always give me give me some words about that.
Okay, I'm really sorry. Someone calling me. I just cut the phone, please.
Okay, no problem.
Basically, okay. My second question is, what kind of advice do your parents? Sorry, what kind of advice do parents give their children?
Depends on how old their children are. For example, if they are younger, they're toddlers, they would just say, oh, don't touch this wire because you will get electrocuted. And for example, don't cross the street without me. If there are cars, don't do that. Those kind of advice. But when they are teenagers, they usually give you advice like, oh, you have to study hard, you have to be an excellent student, and you have to be maybe an honor student when you graduate.
Okay, that's great. Do you think young people should follow their parents' advice?
That's kind of tricky because young people are normally influenced from the outside. For example, they have teachers who will advise them like not really the same as their parents' advice, and plus they have friends. So sometimes it's a battle between for young children or teenagers. It's a battle between obeying their parents or go with the flow with their peers.
Okay, that's great. My last question is, what kind of advice do friends give each other?
Oh, it's funny because I've always heard friends that advise each other about who is the best who is the most popular boy in their school, and they would say, oh, you have to date him, or if they are boys, oh, you have to date her because she's popular and she's cool. And but yeah, your parents won't do that. They have to know the kid first before they would say, okay, you can date that boy, you can date that girl. Yeah, friends, they would advise about dating. Normal.
Okay, it's all about your part 3 question. Thank you.
You're welcome and thank you very much. It's nice to participate too. Now, do you want guys to have cue card each one of you, and then we will finish the practice.
Yes, we can try for keywords.
Okay. All right, Sooraj, is that okay if you give cue card to Tahera, and then Tahera will give you cue card questions?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
I don't know what will I say for today. I'm really in devastating condition.
Well, just try. You won't
Right.
know if you don't.
It's kind of game or fun.
Yeah, exactly. And it also gives us the opportunity to feel confident, to feel confident in speaking, rather than
Exactly.
if you go right away to your speaking test and then you haven't had something like this. Even if you practice with, let's say you found someone to practice with, it's still different like this. I don't know if you agree with me, because
Yes, I'm completely agree with you
yeah,
because it's the session, uh, best ice breaking session.
yeah, exactly. Oh, did you okay, in my last, the one that I shared with you guys about I agree, I'm agree. Yeah, it says here common mistakes. I just
Yes,
noticed from you, Tahira. You said
right.
I'm agree.
Oh,
And the
so
correct,
sorry.
yeah, the correct one is I agree. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, this one I found on Instagram, and I thought like, oh yeah, I always heard this common mistake, so I better share it with others. And I have 10 groups also in this in
Okay.
on Messenger.
I already go through the article or topic, but knowing this, I'm doing the same mistake.
Yeah, trust me, it takes time. Even though you know them like a long time, and you still, because like I said, it's your speech organs.
Right.
They are not conditioned to do that, or you are conditioned to keep saying I'm agree. So it's hard to, for example, my common mistake is she is or he is. And I know that he is male and she is female. I know that since I was a kid,
Right.
but I keep I keep doing that silly mistake, and I kind of annoyed of myself. But I think it's because of the speech organ. It became habitual to us.
I do the same thing always.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so whose turn was that now? Cue card. Did we say cue card, right?
Yes.
Sooraj, sorry, I interrupted you.
Nice.
So you were supposed to give cue card to Tahera, right?
Yeah, I already sent it in the chat.
Okay. You
Just give
don't
me a
have the
moment,
same
please.
group, so I'm gonna let me see. Which chat? Ah, okay, there's this chat.
In this Zoom chat.
But
Describe a
I
perfect job.
don't get anything. Why?
Yeah, you sent it to me. So describe a perfect job you would like to have in the future.
Maybe you just select some specific one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
not to everyone. But anyways,
Right.
you can send it, Suraj, you can send it to our group chat. And you and Tahira, you don't belong to the same group chat, but I can send it to her. So screenshot the whole thing, all the bullet points, or if it's from your book, you can take a photo of that and then send it to our group chat.
I will put it in the messenger.
Okay, please.
Already sent.
I don't get yet.
I sent it in the messenger.
In our group, right? Practicing group.
No,
Yes.
I'll check it. Okay, now I see it, and then I'll forward it to you, Tahira.
Okay.
And there. So now it's sent. So it's there already, Tahira.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So you need 1 minute preparation, or you can speak.
Yes, I need.
So I'll give you, oh, Suraj, do you wanna set your timer?
Yes.
Okay, 1 minute for preparation and then 2 minutes for speaking.
Okay.
Oh, it's so warm in here. Time is up. Okay, start speaking now, Tahira.
Okay. Okay. From my childhood, I had a dream, but I didn't get the chance to get this perfect job, but in future, if I would get the chance, then I would like to choose teaching profession. I like it from very early of my undergrad level. For loving this profession, to in order to love this profession, basically, I focused on my study for getting the chance, as you know, to be a teacher. Any student who need to get uh, best CGPA in her or his batch, so that I used to concentrate more on my study other than any tasks, day-to-day activities. So from then, I love teaching profession. But for any reason, basically, I had to choose my another profession, as like which I'm doing right now. But the reason behind to choose this profession is I love to communicate with people, and whenever I find that people can understand my speech, at that moment the pleasure goes high, and
Hands up.
okay, my diary is up.
Good job.
Right.
Okay. All right. Good, good, good.
Thank you. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Welcome. Now,
I can say something. I can
sure.
say something. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Good practice.
Yes.
All right. Now, Suraj, do you want a cue card?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll ask Tahera to give you a cue card then, and then we will finish up.
Yeah, I can note down it.
Sorry?
I can note down it. I can write on paper. In a piece of paper, I can write you if Tahira speak only that what is the
Okay, sure, sure.
Sure, okay.
Talk about your favorite season in your country.
okay, I get it. Just I will take 1 minute.
Okay, sure.
Is that your background, Tahira, or is that Sooraj?
Something different noise than me, right?
Yeah, I heard some.
Okay, please
One.
give me a moment.
No,
Give
no,
me
no,
a
it's not a
moment.
problem. No, no, it's very faint. It's not that loud.
Maybe it would be louder a few minutes later. That's why
Okay.
I
Okay.
prefer to close my door. Please give me a moment,
Okay.
please.
Sure. Mm, you have a nice place there, Suraj, with your plants, and I can see your
Hello.
lampshade in the background.
All right, so I'm going to initiate.
Okay. All right.
Just let me know my mistake, please. Anybody,
Okay.
if you work out, please, just
Try to
point me out.
spot. I'll try to spot some.
Sure, thank you so much. Okay. Uh, in my country, if I talk about my country, we got several, weather condition like harsh, hot, I mean boiling weather. We got the winter and the raining. So this is only three particular weather I got in my country. But currently I'm living in Poland, and so I have been living here for about 7 years. So I would love to talk about the weather where I'm recently, resident. The weather here, like it, it's the summer. I can say that is the amazing, summer I ever seen in any part of the world. Because some of things that I want to describe here, that in summer in the Europe is like something, astonishing to the people, especially during this season. The flower is blooming, and also the greenery you can see. You would love to stroll outside. I usually step up outside for a evening in the evening or in the morning, because I feel so I getting positive vibe from the environment. Therefore I go for a walk. uh, Even though it is quite hot sometime, but I love to go outside, because we got only hardly we got 2 months to spend outside without having any sweater or winter jacket or suit, winter suits. So therefore I like it to go outside. And also
Time
we
is
don't.
up. Time is up.
Sorry. So I'm impressed how you can speak that, connect all the words quickly, because the reason why I'm impressed, because my weakness is sometimes I have to pause and think, and the word doesn't come right away, what the word that I should say next. So when candidates like you, Sooraj, can speak like fast and quick, can think of the words quickly, that's amazing for me. Okay, some of the things that I noticed, I think you said boiling weather. Did you say boiling?
Boiling weather.
Like boiling water.
Yeah, boiling, exactly, like very hot.
Yeah, so I think it's not the correct collocation for weather. You can say hot weather
Hot.
or extremely hot. If it's really boiling, you said boiling, so that means like extremely hot, right? Okay, and then you also said 7 year. I think you said 7 year staying in Poland, but it's 7, so it's more than 1. So what you should say?
Adjective.
I'm sorry?
7 is adjective, right? So we can.
You said 7 year.
Years, 7 years.
Years, yeah, okay. So you missed the S there.
Okay.
And then you said some of things. You missed the there, some of the things. But maybe I missed it because you talk so fast. So maybe I missed that.
So
Maybe you said the.
I didn't actually concentrate, because yeah, I know I say that some of the things, but I don't know that I spoke the or not.
Okay, so I kind of, maybe I missed that. Maybe it was there, but because it was very fast, so I didn't notice. Okay, now this word, can you, let me see. Just a moment. Sooraj. You said this word and I want you to say it again.
Astonishing. Astonishing.
Okay, Tahera, how do you say that? I can't.
Astonishing.
Yes, there you go.
Astonishing.
So
Astonishing.
astonishing. So it's not astonishing. And nigh is not correct, plus your stress is nicing. So
Astonishing.
it's
Astonishing.
okay, there is the H there, so it should be sh. It's not z. So astonishing. Astonishing. Okay, good job. Okay, and now you said also it is no. You kind of said this 3 times, I think. It is no. But I think, okay, let me write this to you. How do you pronounce this?
Hello, ma'am. Astounding.
Hi.
I think, hi, ma'am. I was just listening, but also I was surfing through internet. I was on the
No, no
little
problem.
bit.
No problem. I knew you were there. Okay, so let me just, okay, Suraj, do you see that word I typed?
Now,
Now, okay, so because I kind of like heard you said no, and I thought like, why did Suraj say it is no? It is
now.
no. So, so I thought like maybe he wants to say now. So, okay. And then I think that's it. That's it for now. Okay, Anup, I really have to rush off. So I'll see you guys next time. It's already like I'm almost here for 1 hour. I have visitors coming, so I have to really get ready.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, have a good day.
Okay, so thank you guys for
Thank
joining
you so much.
me, and
Thank
bye for
Bye.
now.
See you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye, Suraj.